There are copywriters awake right now at 1:37 in the morning, laptop glowing in a dark room, refreshing Gmail, waiting for one stranger to reply. You know, this fitness coach with 7k followers on Instagram. One reply that might save the month, one reply that might pay the rent, one reply that might prove they didn't waste the last year chasing this copywriting dream and this 10k. But the inbox stays silent, so they open YouTube. How to get copywriting clients in 2026, another video, another guru, another outreach method. Another thumbnail with a Lamborghini and fake urgency. Maybe not Lamborghini. Most of copywriting gurus are not having Lamborghinis. And for 10 minutes, hope returns. Then the video ends. Reality walks back in. Still no client, still no money, still no proof that this skill is gonna make you money. Still no clue what to do tomorrow morning. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Because I'm going to tell you why so many copywriters feel hopeless right now and why the solution is only two things. So stick to the end of that video. So it's gonna be a pretty good video. Not 10, not another course, just two solutions. Let me describe your week. Monday, you tell yourself this is the receipt, fresh start, new energy. You make coffee like serious entrepreneur. Open Notion or whatever you're using. Write this week changes everything. By 2 p.m., you are watching a video called Best Niche for Beginners, and you are sitting there watching copywriting gurus ranting about all of the things that's happening in the copywriting game. Tuesday, you send 7 cold DMs, rewrite each one 3 times before sending. Check if they saw it. They did, but no reply because your method is shitty. Wednesday, you see someone on Twitter post just closed a 3k client from one Loom video, and you have this spark and you are watching those copywriting gurus telling you that my student has just made 20k a month. My student has just made 15 clients in fucking 2 weeks. Now suddenly you need Loom videos, so you abandon the strategy you started 48 hours ago. Thursday, you watch 3 podcasts, take notes, feel productive, made $0. It's the reality, my friend. Friday, you open your bank app before going outside just to make sure the number hasn't magically changed. It hasn't, it is still zero. Saturday, you tell your friends things are moving, bro. We are locking in. We're gonna make it this month. Yeah, let's do it. They are not. Sunday, you make a new plan, name the Google Doc the final system, the best outreach method that I will go by. You have named you have named 6 documents that this year. This is the modern copywriter's pain, not failure, not false starts, not that you don't have the system. This is the fucking failure. The dangerous part isn't losing money. You are not losing any money. You are losing your time, and your time is the only money you got. It's what starts happening inside your head. You begin to wonder if maybe everyone else has something you don't. Every copywriting guru is claiming that they have something that will make you all the clients, something that will make you a killer copywriter and all that. And you are telling yourself, maybe they are smarter, maybe they are more disciplined, maybe more charismatic, maybe better looking, maybe luckier. You compare your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. A kid who started last month posts screenshots. A guy with bad grammar says he made 18k. This Indian dude. Someone who can barely explain what copywriting is has clients, and you don't. And now your brain whispers, what if I'm just not that guy? That thought ruins more careers than competition ever will. Because you don't have a competition, bro. Most of people are having brain rots from scrolling, doom scrolling. Because once a man doubts himself, he starts switching paths every week. And a person changing maps every mile never reaches a city. The internet keeps selling you one fantasy. There is one strategy you are missing. There is one thing that you are missing. And now you need to pay $1,000 to get it, in his coaching program or whatever. One outreach script, one niche, one AI prompt, one funnel, one secret line, one hidden method insiders know, that fantasy is profitable to them, because desperate people buy shortcuts. But let me tell you what actually happens right now. A copywriter tries cold email for 9 days. No results, switches to LinkedIn, then Upwork, then personal branding. Then let's do this short form content about copywriting and emails and all that. Then appointment settings, then drop shipping, then back to copywriting. You know. So calls it adapting, calls it being smart, calls it staying ahead, but really he's running from discomfort. And the discomfort that comes from outreach is painful outreach, And avoidance often dresses like strategy, you know. Brother, you only need two things. Number one, the work, which is the outreach. Forget about making the best copy, about practicing copy. If you're still sitting there watching videos about reviewing other people's copy, how to make your copy better, you are losing. Because if you have the best copy in the world, but you don't have clients, so what is the point of it? You need money. You need money now. You need clients. You need at least your first client. So you need the work. And you also need the system because you can't work hard and you can't make the volume without having a proper system, If you don't have a proper system, it's gonna be a waste of time, So that's it. Miss one, you lose, whether it's the work or the system. And let me show you. This person knows everything, perfectly list, CRM organized, outreach framework ready, offer polished, pricing sheet clean, calendar link set, profile optimized on Instagram. He looks dangerous. He looks like he's making 50K a month. But at 11:40 a.m. he's recognizing folders. At 1:15 p.m. he's choosing a new profile picture. At 3 p.m. he's researching productivity apps. At 5 p.m. he says, I was busy all day. And this was the busy work. Those. We all fall into that trap, to be honest. He sent zero messages, zero conversations, made zero progress. This is the man who sharpens the sword for years and never enters the battle. Bro, I think Alex Hermonzi has said that. He says that if you are spending too much money to get into the work, taking your supplements, drinking too much water, taking a shower, getting in a nice suit or whatever you are wearing, and you are sitting there for like 2 hours trying to get into the work mode, bro, that's a big waste of time. What Alex Hermonzi does, wake up, get into the work immediately. Not even taking some breakfast. No, just work, 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 work until you are really, really, really tired and you are starving. Now you need the food. Bro, if you imagine the life like 2000 years ago, people were searching for food everywhere. You think they are having like a fridge and they are putting the food in it? No, they go there, hustle, maybe kill some animals, maybe kill some people, you know. So maybe kill some people, and they are trying to make the food for the day. So I think this is the best way to live the life, to be honest. Just get hungry, just not you don't have to make everything organized on your table, on your desk. You don't have to. Just get into the work, make the work, make the outreach, send the messages, send the long videos, straight away, without wasting any time. Now the second guy, he works hard, very hard, up early, laptop open, grinding non-stop, but there is no structure. Whether and now I'm talking about the system. Monday he targets the gym, Tuesday coaches, Wednesday SaaS, Thursday real estate brokers, Friday high ticket niches. His offer changes weekly, his prices depend on confidence. His message sounds different every day. He is sweating heavily on a treadmill, buddy. There isn't plugged in, motion everywhere but distance nowhere. Not because effort failed, but because effort without direction becomes punishment. Most people only have one side. Discipline with no blueprint or blueprint with no discipline. Imagine rowing a boat with one oar, you know. So you work hard, to be honest. You really work hard, yet move in circles, you know. That's why months disappear. You were active, you were tired, you were serious, but seriousness without alignment still loses in a competition with people who are trying every day, sending outreaches every single day, you know. A system is simple, to be honest. It's a repeatable set of actions that creates outcomes. A repeatable set of actions that creates outcomes. I hope you know that because it's really important. For copywriters, it's like lead system, where do new prospects come from every day, you know? Outreach system, how do you start conversations daily? Follow-up system, it's like how many touches before you disappear, you know? Offer system, what painful problem do you solve? Proof systems like how do strangers trust you fast, you know how to do that. Fulfillment system, how do you get results constantly? You are not just a freelancer, you are not just making a one-time job, you know. That's a business, that's a real business. Most people don't have a business, they have vibes, you know, they are stuck in the freelancing mind, you know, this freelancing mindset. And work is not watching 6 videos. Work is not making logos. Work is not changing phones. Work is not buying another course because the sales page looked convincing. Real work is ugly. Real work looks like sending outreach when yesterday nobody replied. Everybody kept you on the scene, and you don't even know why he kept you on the scene. Because if you are going in business with a trial and error mindset, like you make mistakes, you fix them, but what if you don't know what is the mistakes are? What if you don't know what are your mistakes? That's why I really recommend everyone to get a copywriting coach or something. I know it's overpriced right now, but maybe you can check mine. It's less than $100. It's pretty affordable to everyone, you know. So that copywriting coach will show you where the mistakes are, will show you how to make it better, will show you all that. And by the way, mine is everyday coaching calls. I know it sounds crazy because people are charging $1,500 for just giving you some prompts, for just giving you some frameworks, not even hopping on a call with you. Writing copy when you doubt yourself, following up with people who ignore the message one. Improving offers after rejection, studying ads when friends are relaxing, you know, everyone is chilling, even if they are not chilling, even if you are in the college and they are just trying to study for the exams, you know, the finals are on the door, you know, they're trying to study, feeling like they are grinding, you know, and they have better grades than you, and you are just trying to make the right thing, and the right thing is business. Fuck the studying and fuck the 9 to 5 and all that shit, bro. So taking calls while you're nervous, like, bro, it doesn't matter if you are afraid of a sales call or not. It doesn't matter because no one cares. No one cares if you are afraid or not. Just act like you are not afraid. Act like you are a brave guy. Act like you are confident. Act like it. And if you act like it, you will feel that you are that guy, you know? Because I think how you are going through the business and how you are treating yourself is the exact same of how people will receive that, especially in the sales call. Because in the sales call, the sales call means that you are sitting with a guy. You are basically telling him to pay you $1,000 a month for some service you will provide. Okay, so it's a big thing. You are afraid to do it because you are not brave enough. Like fuck that, bro. So then working anyway, that's work, and most people want the reward of work without the texture of work, you know. Some of you don't need motivation, you need honesty. Some of you don't need motivation, you need honesty. You say the market is saturated, but really you quit before repetition had a chance, you know. You say clients are cheap, but really your offer sounds like every beginner online. You say outreach is dead, but really your message begins with, hey sir, I noticed your sales page. Hey sir, I noticed your VSL and all that shit. You say nothing works, but really nothing was tested long enough to work. This is the good news. Because if the problem is behavior, the solution is available immediately. If I had zero clients today, here's exactly what I would do, brother. I would pick one niche, one painful problem, one clear offer, one outreach channel, one tracking sheet, one daily target. For 90 days, no switching, no emotional pivots, no trend chasing, just reps, daily reps, you know? Bro, and by the way, I have gained that knowledge and I have gained everything and that mentality after a long process of failing. Not failing in copywriting, but in a lot of other stuff. Because my life is absolutely was shitty, you know. I was switching for that skill. Yeah, let's do programming, let's do graphic design, let's try to get some scholarship to USA or whatever I was trying to do. Let's get some scholarship to Turkey, and let's go to Istanbul. You know, let's study Turkish. And I have been switching ways, you know, so often. After some days, I said, "Fuck it, I will stick with copywriting for 90 days at least. No switching, no emotional pivots, no trend chasing. I will just go volume with it. I will give it my whole life, you know." And it paid off, to be honest. And some days I was really tired. I was thinking like it's not gonna make money, bro. But I had that mentality that I will never switch, even if it's not making money. I will never switch. Yeah, it's gonna be my life. It's gonna be painful, but fuck it, let's make it painful, bro. Even till day, I think like clipping, you know, video editing and all that. Maybe for me, I think it's a little bit better than copywriting, to be honest, because a lot of streamers are loving this idea of having clipper to make this fucking 30 seconds video and put it into TikTok and Instagram, and they are getting money from the views, and they are having some kind of funnel. Like you watch the TikTok, after the TikTok you're trying to find the original video, the long original video on YouTube. So he's making more views, and in that video he's probably having a sponsorship to like energy drink or something like that, and he's selling more. So the best thing to do, I think, in 2026, yeah, copywriting is pretty cool, but clipping and, you know, video editing is cool also. For me, I would love if I started with video editing, but I told myself, yeah, I've been doing copywriting for long enough, I can't quit, you know. That's why I stuck with it, and it paid me, you know. Maybe if I switch to video editing, I wasn't gonna get paid. So anyway, because consistency makes average methods dangerous, and inconsistency makes even great methods useless. You know, you have to do the work, the raw action. Somewhere tonight, another copywriter will open a new tab, search how to finally make copywriting clients. You know, he will think information is missing, but it's not. You know, you are just lazy. What's missing is one of two things: the work or system. Sometimes both. Build both, and the same world that looked impossible starts paying you. The inbox changes, the bank app changes, your posture changes, your self respect changes, and one day you will laugh at the version of you who thought you needed another secret, who thought you needed another system, you know. You didn't need secrets, you didn't need secrets, you needed structure, you needed standards, you needed reps, you needed the raw action, you needed the outreach. If this hit you hard, good. This is supposed to be hitting you this hard, because truth is supposed to hit hard. And at the end of the video, I just want to tell you, if you really want it that bad, like you've been trying copywriting for more than 3 months and it's not paying you yet, bro, just get into a mentorship program, just get into a coaching program, and it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it, because I can't imagine like how you can go through everything right now just watching the YouTube videos. Most of the people on YouTube are just making funnel for their for their paid stuff, like paid course, paid mentorship, paid school community. So no one is really giving the real sauce. And even if they are giving the real sauce, you don't have no one to tell you what you are doing is good or bad. You don't have no one to tell you what you are doing is the right thing or not. So for you to get a copywriting coach for less than $100, I think this is a chance. I'm not gonna make it forever, to be honest. I think it's gonna be like a week or two and I will quit that shit because I got a lot of copywriters getting into that program, so it's gonna be pretty difficult to do it at the same price again. So I think it's your chance. So you can check the link in the description if you want it, and if you don't want it, just keep watching the YouTube videos and maybe you will make it. Maybe you will make it. Maybe. So see you in the next video, buddy.